Welcome back, everyone. This is episode 94 of Super Kelly Brothers Podcast. My name is Sloan Kelly.
My name is Jody Kelly.
94, Jody. 6 away from 100.
Thank you. What a party that will be.
I know. I might even get beer.
I've only just sobered up.
What, from the 90th?
From the 90s?
When was the 30th? Oh, yeah, that was it. 92. That was two episodes ago. 92 was our second year anniversary.
Yeah.
92.
We've been.
I'll shove it up there.
I say we. Evelyn and Danny have been making a costume for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
If it happens.
Who knows?
It's a Megamind costume, so they've been putting paper mache over a bin. A bin?
Nice.
A balloon? A bin?
I don't think you're making Megamind. I think you're thinking of the Grinch. No, the Grinch, the Grouch. Oh, God.
An inflatable balloon in the shape of a bin.
Back.
No. Megamind. I'm like, that's really up to date. But there's flakes of glue everywhere on this surface of this. Aye, everywhere. Looks like peeled skin off your feet. Get me the book. Just update your viewers and listeners. Not pleasant.
Yeah. If you like that, you should smash the like button and share.
Yeah.
That would be great. It helps the channel out as well.
If you like, toenail clippings and toe skin, smash the like button.
Yeah. And if you want timely updates of Jody's athlete's foot problem,
well, it's not me.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell, and you'll get timely reminders sent to your inbox. There you go. That was as smooth as I could get it there. I know what you're saying. Yeah, it's that. Do you know what I used to like doing is getting. Do you remember copy decks?
Okay.
I used to like painting my finger with it and then waiting for it to dry and then peeling it off.
Yeah.
There you go. That was it. That was all I was going to say about glue.
I think there's websites you can get for that.
Is there? There probably is, like ASMR websites, but with glue.
But not using your finger. I am guessing.
Time code.
I am guessing.
Yes. So have you had a good week? You've been working. You're back at work.
Okay. Actually,
well, you've been back at work for a while, but
yeah, it's been okay.
Commute okay? You on the old train with the hand? Fine.
Actually, we've run out of. Evelyn gets masks through her work. We've run out. We had a wee box in the car. We've run out of them. So I had to today buy reusable ones. But they make your ears go like that.
They might make your ears go like that. My ears go like that anyway.
Well, yeah, but they're a bit tighter. But they look good. They look like Bane. They look like Bane in them. They look quite cool. It's those kind of tight fitting ones.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably model one. Hold on, 2 seconds.
Okay. Tonight on COVID Report, we're gonna model our new masks. I'll wear mine. Hang on a sec. I'll put mine on. Okay.
Is that your one?
Could you imagine walking into Morrison's with this? Oh, it's fogging up my glasses as well.
Did you do that joke last week? I forget.
I might have done. This is just going to look ridiculous. Do you know what I look like? I look like one of the spies in Spy v Spy.
You do? Mad Magazine comics.
Yep.
So this is the thing here. Looks like a cross between a bra and a pair of pants.
Oh, I've seen them. They're hellish, those things.
You look like either Bane or a character from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yeah. Like Sub-Zero.
Yeah. Or with your hood up, you look like, as if you're going to rob a bank. You see what I mean with the ear thing?
It's funny, you still can't walk into a bank with a helmet on, but you can walk in with a mask on.
No.
I tried one of them. They were selling them for like $4 out of Canadian Tire. I don't think they're particularly great masks. Like they don't feel good.
No, I can't imagine wearing that for any length of time. But you know, they were actually a pack of 3 for $3.99.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I tried it on. I was like, nope, because it did exactly that with my ears. I could just feel it just pulling like that, and I'm like, no, this isn't gonna work.
I was saying to Evelyn actually, can you imagine the ultimate insult would be, you know, you could be a face mask model. That'd be the ultimate insult. Like,
Two of us.
You get like you get like hand models.
Yeah.
A face mask model would be the ultimate insult, wouldn't it?
Incidentally, if you want a face mask, we sell them in our Teespring store. Link below.
Our Teespring store?
Yeah, we have a Teespring store.
Is that what you call it?
For the merch. Yeah, it's teespring.com/Super Kelly Bros.
Okay. Sorry.
I think.
I have my t-shirt.
Yep. Neither of us are wearing our t-shirt today. I'm wearing an IT crowd one with moss on the front of mine.
Yeah, next time I'm going to wear a t-shirt. My t-shirt. Yeah, R2D2.
I went to the hairdressers a couple last week, I think it was, and I wore my. We've got a box of disposable masks that we. I normally wear. I wear one given to me by the work, and I've got another spare one as well. But the last time I went to get my hair cut, she went right through the mask, and luckily I was wearing a disposable. Yeah,
I thought they get you.
Yeah, they usually take
the mask off.
Yeah, they usually take it. But she went, I can manage to get. Oh no, oops.
Oh my god.
So if it had been an expensive mask, I'd have been like royally peed off. But luckily it wasn't. It was just a disposable mask. So I thought to myself, I didn't have one. I went to the optician and they gave me like 3 or 4 of them. I don't know if they gave me 3 or 4 of them. Whether they just gave me one of them. But anyway, they gave me 3 or 4 of them. So I had a spare one the last time I went. This time I didn't. So I'm like, I should probably buy one just in case they cut through it. And of course they didn't this time. But still. Imagine that. Turn up at hairdressers and they're like, there you go. Oh, take your t-shirt off. Oops.
I know. Exactly.
It's an item of clothing. Yeah. A vital item of clothing in this day and age as well.
While they're shaving your back.
Yeah.
Just keep your t-shirt on, it'll be fine.
I'll just go under it. Right through the top. Oops.
Favourite t-shirt.
Not anymore.
Now
it's get built
in your fault for having such a hairy back.
Well, that's true.
Well, not you, true. But, you know.
No, that's fine. I'm like a shag rug back there.
You haven't got a hairy back.
I have.
You've got a hairy back?
Huh? I look like Robin Williams.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm not going on this. This is not good. This is like.
Do you know my back looks like the vanity card for My Bad Robot?
Don't. Anyway, I'm not going to do a no, you pay for the tea and the scones. No, I'll pay for them. No, you pay for them. I'll bet your hairy back. Which you don't have.
Okay.
You're no Wolverine.
No, I'm no Wolverine. But like Wolverine, I do have a Canadian passport, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh well, I know you do, but does Wolverine?
Well, he's Canadian.
Hugh Jackman.
Oh, Wolverine. Logan.
As in the cartoon character?
Yes.
Comic book character?
Comic book character, yes. As in the fictional character Wolverine.
Okay.
And Deadpool. Deadpool's Canadian as well.
But Ryan Reynolds is Canadian.
Yes.
Isn't he?
Yes, he is.
So
and apparently
he's got the full thing.
And apparently the description of Deadpool is he kind of looks a bit like Ryan Reynolds crossed with a Shar-Pei. That's the description the writer gave for Deadpool, which is kind of funny because he does look a bit like Ryan Reynolds.
I didn't realise that Ryan Reynolds was in yet another superhero movie, apart from
Trinity 3, Blade 3, Trinity, Blade 3, Trinity, Blade Trinity.
No, it's a
Fan welder?
I'm going to have to Google it, but he's in a kind of older comic book movie, but it's not a famous character.
He's in Wolverine Origins as well.
Is he?
He plays Deadpool.
Oh, so he does with his mouth sewn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they put katanas down his arms, which makes no sense.
Put what?
Big swords.
Oh, yeah. Movies.
Well, I think we've stalled enough. What have you been watching this week?
No, not quite.
Not quite. Okay. We can go with the COVID report again. What else has happened this week? I think Ontario's going back to phase 2. That's the latest.
There we go.
They're shutting down a bunch of stuff. You got it?
It's fine. Paperman.
Paperman the short.
No. Around 50 minutes.
How'd they stretch that out? Oh, right. Okay.
There you go.
Oh. So he's played 3 superheroes then?
But I don't know I've never heard that one before.
So he's played Green Lantern, Paperman, So Sharp he cuts himself.
Paperman, maybe Scissors Man and Rockman are his.
Are those not the 3 end-of-level baddies in Mega Man?
Good, now you're asking.
And some guy from Canada, Deadpool. So there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Fact. I actually thought you were looking up what you've been watching this week.
Nah. Right, let's go for that.
Okay, go for Tony. Go for Tony.
We went retro this week.
Okay.
Jay, my older son, has been staying, and he was saying that he'd been watching the original Star Wars. So I was like, I'm excited by that, and so.
But he was talking about the prequels.
No, he was talking about the new ones.
Okay.
Right. And I was like, ooh, let's watch episode 1. and then I immediately went, let's watch episode 4. And I thought, no, let's watch episode 1 and then go through the 6 movies. Now we watched episode 1 and I didn't want to watch any more, but I think he did enjoy it. And the 3 of us, Danny had never seen episode 1 either.
He'd never seen Phantom Menace.
No.
That shouldn't be kept that way.
I've tried to force them into it. No pun intended. But no, they've seen bits and pieces. Danny actually spoilt bloody episode 3 because he's seen so many bloody Star Wars memes.
Who did he spoil it for, though? Himself, or?
No, for Jay, because Jay thought that Anakin Skywalker was renamed Luke Skywalker to hide his identity.
Oh, okay.
Right? But Danny's like, no, Anakin Skywalker turns into Darth Vader. Spoilers.
I mean, it was for the poster for.
So Jay was like, what?
The first movie.
Episode back 1. In the day, but
yeah.
Jay just got no history of it whatsoever. You know.
Okay.
Really. I have tried, showing them the good stuff, but
June.
I never forced it. Never forced it. So we actually quite enjoyed episode 1. I think he quite enjoyed it. It's always nice watching it with one of your kids, and Danny slinked away, man. Danny's younger. He slinked away was not interested. But Jay sat through the whole thing.
I think the reason why Danny slinked away is because he read the opening crawl.
The opening crawl is horrific. Completely
it's so
horrific.
bad. I
actually read it out to them as in a dramatic way, in a kind of Flash Gordon type way.
Yeah.
And it's horrific.
It's like getting a history lesson, but a dull history lesson.
Oh, it's awful. Awful.
Like, instead of bringing history to life, it brings history to death.
We also, I think I sent a photograph of this to make spice things up a little. I think Jay was slipping a wee bit as well.
You watched June, didn't you? It's like a 3-2-1 clue, this, isn't it?
Did there. I know, isn't it? I'm going
to end up in the bin, aren't I?
Hopefully not. But we were watching it, and I was like, "Why don't we get the Nerf gun?" I've got a Star Wars Stormtrooper Nerf gun, and I was like, "Why don't every time Jar Jar comes on screen, we try and shoot him?" so we did that, which made things even more entertaining while watching it. I think I've invented a new game actually. Because we watched it not on the telly, it was against the wall because it wasn't a big projector. So safety first, everyone.
Yeah. Now the wall's just peppered with like little bits of light grey dunce.
It's fine.
Okay. Evelyn walks in. What the hell are you guys doing? Looking at the wall.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised she never. But anyway. So then that was the first movie. Then the second movie we watched Missing Link, the animation, which we watched before.
With Zach Galifianakis. I think he plays the Missing Link.
Yeah, I think he does actually. You're right. Yeah, and
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman plays the guy.
English Aristo guy.
English guy. Yeah. And Stephen Fry's in it. Really good movie. Brilliant animation. The people that did Kubo and the Two Strings and no, it's not. It's Laika. They're called.
Oh, okay.
They're brilliant. So it's like
cameras, Laika.
Liaka. That's the name of the company. Brilliant. Seen it before, like loads of times, and I'm sure loads of people have seen it that are listening. But it's a great wee film. Then yesterday we went old school again. We went Super 8.
Old school?
JJ Abrams movie. Danny hadn't seen it, and he wasn't keen because it was not animation, but he sat through it. But a wee bit scary for him, but sat through it. And
I've technically never seen it either. So we went to the drive-through before they got their digital projection projectors, which is like 1 billion lumens or something. They had the old projectors, and so Super 8 is a really dark movie. So technically, I never saw it. It was on screen and there was things moving, but I couldn't really make out what was happening.
All right. Should get money back then for that.
Yeah.
Shocking.
What are you gonna do?
Shocking,
Ted.
But yeah, no, it's a really good movie. JJ Abrams, usual Flens layers everywhere and all that, as he does. He even did it in Star Wars. God, I can't believe he did it in Star Wars. But anyway,
they did it in Rise of Skywalker as well. There's like egregious lens flares in Rise of Skywalker.
And he does it in every single movie he does.
But the thing is, when Spielberg did it, it was an accident. It wasn't meant.
Yeah.
Like he didn't go out of his way to do lens flares. J.J. Abrams is like, I want you to put lens flare in there, and they put it in digitally afterwards.
I'll tell you when it doesn't work. It doesn't work in a first-person shooter because lens flare happens. Lens flare
in the camera.
In the camera, it doesn't happen in your normal eyes.
That's the. Do you know the other thing that annoys me is when you're driving down a dirt road in a first-person shooter, and bits of dirt get stuck to your eyes, and you go like, "That's not how it works." You'd just be blinded. It's like there's a glass plate in front of you, and it gets stuck to it, and you're like, "That's not how it works."
Are you dissing Super Mario Kart? When the ink thing happens, that's on your eyes.
That annoys me.
Maybe it's on your eyes. Maybe it is on your eyes.
Maybe they get goggles.
We need to talk about that new Mario Kart that's coming out. It's out now, I think. Mario Kart
the
circuit.
Live circuit.
Mm-hmm.
You getting it?
Definitely.
Who's got a house big enough?
Do it outside.
No, that might work. Yeah, that might work.
You get a house big enough.
I don't think I have.
You do. We don't.
No, I don't.
But I think we could probably put it in different rooms. But you can do an explore mode as well. You don't need to just set up a. No, you don't need to just set up a circuit. You can do explore mode. You're just going
okay.
That sounds pretty good. From low level, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
It looks really nice. And it's really well done, actually. The way they do it, it's what they do is to set up your course. you set up your wee cardboard, gates.
Yeah.
And then you drive round your circuit in a mode that saves the circuit.
Uh-huh.
So the next time you drive it, the barriers are there.
Right.
For
okay.
you to know, the boundaries of the circuit. Pretty clever.
That is good, actually.
And it's also got all that augmented stuff, and obviously Luigi and Mario are available, but then they'll eventually introduce other characters. Man, it's just going to be a total brilliant thing. I'm gonna 100% getting it for Danny for his Christmas.
For Danny, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know how we got onto that, but
Lens Flare, that's what it was.
Yeah, then we watched Onward again on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah.
Great film. The more I watch it, the more I like it. Actually, I've seen it quite a number of times now. Really nice message. Although halfway through, I did start watching some boxing instead. I was on Joe Rogan. I was on Instagram, and Joe Rogan did a Sugar Ray Leonard fight against. It's like an old fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is last night. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto.
The
Duran,
killer.
I think it is. Roberto Duran, right? And so I watched the fight, but it turned out it was 3 fights, over 3 fights. So I was like, oh god, the first fight was so good. And then you watch the second fight, and then the second fight was so good. I'm like, oh god, anyway, the third fight. Third fight was crap. Don't watch it. But the first 2 were brilliant, man.
I wouldn't watch the first 2 either.
Unbelievably good.
I'm not. I don't like boxing. I'm not a fan. I understand the pugilistic arts are it's a thing to behold. People like the spectacle and all that kind of stuff, but
brilliant.
Could take it or leave it.
It was great, Slim. It was like proper Rocky stuff. It was like, how can these guys still be standing up stuff? That was brilliant. We've been watching the Haunting of Bly House, or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Bly Manor.
That's absolutely brilliant.
Is it?
It's really, really good. Mm-hmm. It's brilliant. It's you. I mean, I know you're a bit of a
wuss. It's okay. You can say it. I'm fine. It's okay.
A wuss.
I'm all right
with these things, but I think you could probably handle it, and it's really clever the way it's done, and it's brilliant.
I don't like scary things.
You're missing out. You really are. No,
okay.
You're missing out completely. Last Kingdom, the usual stuff. I don't want to do the 100 thing that you do, but usual things.
Well, you're not going to hear any more from the 100 for me anyway. From me.
We'll stop talking about it then.
It's finished. It's done.
I know. Thank
no
God.
More.
Yeah. What else?
Just remember one more thing there.
I'll probably remember something else, but anyway. Shows obviously.
Well, yeah, we had a Friday night. Thank you. We had a Friday night movie thing as well. So you gonna do this the whole time?
No. You go first.
So we were trying to figure out a movie to watch on Friday, and so I suggested Hobbs and Shaw, and Anne-Marie was like, "Yeah, okay, that's a good fun movie." That's the Dwayne Johnson, Jason Statham, Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw, filmed entirely in Glasgow and bits of Woking. It's good to see Glasgow on the screen. It's meant to be London, apparently, but it's good to see. You're going like, that's the City Chambers. It's clearly Glasgow City Chambers they're going through, which also appeared in another Fast and Furious movie, 6, I think, or maybe 7. I can't remember which one it was, but it was another Fast and Furious movie, which nobody mentioned before.
That's the movies Danny wants to watch next. All those movies.
Oh, you should watch them.
Yeah, I think that'll be on our next ones.
Do you know what? It's as close as Universal gets to a superhero franchise is the Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah.
The first one is a bit more crime drama-y, but the rest of them are all kind of like just crazy stunts and The Rock and eyebrows and stuff. And then after that, we watched Fate of the Furious, which is the 8th movie in the saga, because we were in a bit of a mood for watching these things. And then through the week, I kind of picked up a little bit on every week I try and watch a movie that I haven't seen in a while. And so this week I was watching The Big Lebowski, which is probably my favorite comedy movie of all time ever. It's hilarious. Like every time John Goodman tells Donnie to shut up, it just makes me laugh. I don't know why. It's just John Goodman's comic timing more than anything else. The dude is fantastic. The bit where the dude in Sam Elliott, God, some people say, is talking to him, and he's going like, he says, "Hey man, how's things going?" He goes, "Dude, I prefer if you didn't swear so much." And he goes, "F&A, man, F&A." Walks off. Just fantastic. But just seeing the two of those great actors together is brilliant. Maud as well, played by Julianne Moore. And even I can't remember the guy that plays him, but what's his name? Philip Seymour Hoffman's in it as well. He plays Brent.
Of course. He plays
the sycophant guy. Assistant. Yeah. And then the guy goes, "Are you employed, Mr. Lebowski?" Whole section.
I love that film. So good.
And he just wants his rug. The dude just wants his rug. That's all he wanted. Yeah. Fantastic movie. I could talk about it forever. This week we finished The Boys. The Boys rocking. We just watched one episode after another this week. There's 8 episodes in the second season. It is, I would say, arguably the same as Umbrella Academy. The second season is better than the first season. Hands down.
I haven't finished it yet.
It's really good. Have you finished Umbrella Academy season 2?
I've not finished season 1.
What? And you're talking to me. Hang on a minute, and you're talking to me about Bly Manor. You need to go and watch Bly Manor. You haven't watched something that came out 2 years ago. So, Umbrella Academy, fight yourself through season 1 of Umbrella Academy because season 2 is worth it.
I'm halfway through The Boys. That sounds
season
bad,
2.
But... Season 2, yeah.
And sticking with Amazon Prime, I also watched the Grand Tour Columbia special this week, the two-parter.
Oh, it's a new one.
No, it's an old one. It's
I've been watching. I've been watching the old ones recently, actually.
Yeah. Still good. Still good just to see them goofing around. I've been watching them actually on YouTube as well. They've got some Drive Tribe videos up there. Just waiting for this Madagascar special to come out, but it's still taking its sweet time.
What one's the Columbia one again? Is that when they get dumped on the thing? A car gets dumped on them and they have to assemble it?
No, that's Mongolia. That's the Mongolia special. The Columbia one is the one where they meet at a beach and then they see Richard Hammond.
Yeah.
This is how they drop off cars here. This is what they do.
Yeah.
They just throw it over the water.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. But the thing I've been watching the most this week is the Long Way ... series, because so I started off watching the Long Way Up because it's brand new. It's an Amazon an Apple original, so they sold it to Apple. And we talked about this last week as well, that I'd never seen the Long Way Round and the Long Way Down, and we talked about we didn't know if it was going to be on Apple, so I went to Apple, browsed for it, and found it. However, I do want to shout out to Apple and their crap user experience. So I was watching some of it on my phone, so on the Apple TV app on my phone, and so I'd watched the first 4 episodes, I think, on the TV, and I wanted to watch the 5th one on my phone. So I was like, okay, so I'll just go to the phone, and sure enough, it was the 5th one, and I clicked it and I played it. So then I went back up to the TV, which is a Fire Stick TV, but it's got an Apple TV app on it. I went up there and it said, what do you want to watch next? And the thing that was there was Ted Lasso. And I'm like, where's
Ted Lasso?
Where's the Long Way Up? Sorry, where's the Long Way Round? Because I was watching it. The Long Way Up was there because I had been watching it, but I hadn't added it to favorites. I had been watching it, but I hadn't added it to favorites. I'm like, what the? So then I did a search for the Long Way Round. The Long Way Round. Couldn't find it. Said no title matches that search criteria. I'm like, what? So then I went into Apple TV. So this is in the Apple TV app. I then went into the Apple TV
First world
channel.
Problems, folks.
I know. Then I went into the Apple TV channel inside the app, because there's all these different channels you can go in. Then I browsed down to Factual Series and then scrolled along and got to the Long Way Round, and it said I hadn't watched anything. But I'd watched the first 5 episodes at that point. So I clicked on Add Now. Apple, it's free for the year. But it's, I think,
product.
Yeah, but it defaults to like $5.99 or something for a month, so it's not too bad. It's okay. It's not, it's not exorbitant. Anyway, so I found it, but I just thought it was just a crap user experience. But anyway, that aside, the Long Way Round, I finished. I just watched 1 episode after the other. I watched like 2 episodes a night.
That's brilliant.
3 episodes a night, some nights as well. It is fantastic. It is a great show. And then I started watching The Long Way Down immediately after that, which I haven't finished yet. But
so they're all on
and also I'm watching The Long Way Up. Yeah, they're all on. Yeah, so basically I'm watching every direction of Long Way. So that's good.
When I watched them first, the first 2, they were on Channel 4, I think.
I think they started off on Sky, and then they were on
BBC. Sky. Oh, maybe it was Sky. Maybe it was Sky then. It was on normal telly anyway.
Yeah.
Well, not normal, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Sky.
Traditional television, some kind of television service. Yeah. But it's amazing. It's amazing looking at they're really good. Like Charlie Borman is just this like I don't know, it just
they
seems
both
just
come
nice.
across really well, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They both come across as just really nice, genuine guys.
Yeah.
That clearly
we could be their friends easily.
We could easily be their friends.
Yeah.
We're very nice people. Please. Please.
You could hold your motorbike up.
That's right. We'll help you up.
We could lift you back onto your motorbike.
I'd rather be in a support car, but you know.
Please be our friends.
But yeah, they just seem really nice guys, like genuinely nice people. And they're doing, you know, they kind of signed up to help UNICEF, like bring awareness to UNICEF stuff as well, which is really nice. Yeah. So they've got a few projects when they were doing Long Way Round, Long Way Down, and then Long Way Up as well, same thing. What amazes me though is the technology has improved so much. Like before, it used to look like it was just this shot on a handy cam because most of the stuff was, but now they've got like gimbals and everything's 4K. So everything on the Long Way Up looks like a Top Gear film. It looks like it's all expensive equipment.
I think that it would be quite good to watch the first two and then watch the third one. I think I need to do that.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I'm doing just now. Is I've watched well, I'm kind of watching the Long Way Down and the Long Way Up at the same time. But the other sad thing though is that they age so quickly. In the week and a half I'm watching this, they've gone from looking like young men to old guys, and it's kind of it's kind of sad. You know, I mean, it's it's not their fault. It's because
you mean from the first one?
Because the first one was like 2004, and then this one's 2020 or 2020.
Guys.
No, I know, but they've aged though. It's the same as us as well. We've got older. I mean, I haven't. Obviously, I just look. I don't have any grey hairs. Baby face.
You do? I don't have any grey hairs.
No one tell them. Hello.
I've not put on weight.
So I thought what we could do is we could have a Super Kelly Brothers one, but instead of using motorbikes, we do it in style. So we pit our ideas, we pitch it, and we do it in style, like no slumming it, and we like horse-drawn carriage or something. Like that's what we do. We do a trip. BMX bikes. Yeah, okay.
That'd be murder, by the way, because there's no gears.
BMX bike.
Proper gears.
So you're traveling from John O'Groats down to Cape Town on BMX bikes.
or on a penny farthing.
Trying to outrun Somali pirates on a BMX bike.
Somali pirates? Somali pirates
standing up with this.
You could definitely outrun a Somali pirate.
They go on land as well, though.
No, they don't. Do they?
They do.
They've adapted. They have evolved.
They have evolved.
That sounds like a movie.
It was. Do you know what? It was
pirates in the desert.
I was watching the
one. They have evolved.
The one last night was they went to Machu Picchu, and Ewan's like, I've got to get to this. It's like the Sunrise Temple or something. It's called. He says, I've got to get up there and I've got to see it. He goes, and he said, there's only in Charlie does a voiceover, because the nice thing is as well, it's Charlie and Ewan's program. It's not Ewan's program, which is nice as well.
Yeah.
Because it's the two of them, rather, because it could be easy just to go, well, he's the more famous of them and just be horrible. But anyway, so Charlie's doing a voiceover. He goes, well, I was gutted I couldn't get up there because his legs are all broken and all that kind of stuff.
I know.
He said,
that's why they say they're not going to do another one, because
well, Charlie's in a bad way with his legs. Anyway, so Charlie's like, I'm just going to wait down here, and then I'm going to wait for the Machu Picchu to reveal it. No, I couldn't get up to the top. And he was on like, no, you, this is something you want to do, so you go and do it. So Ewan goes up to the top, thinking there's going to be like 4 or 5 people there, because that's all there is down the bottom. There's nobody there, and he gets up to the top, and apparently people come in from the other side of Machu Picchu as well, not just the bit that they come in. So it's just thousands of people up there, and everyone turns around and goes like, Ewan McGregor! And he just ends up having to like go, hey.
Of course.
He's just taking pictures with people. Yeah. And he's going, he said, I feel that this is more about me than it is about Machu Picchu now. He goes, I'm going to go. And so he's like, he heads back down, but it's like, as he's heading down for him, can I get a picture? And he's like, yeah, sure. And he's nice about it, but it's like, you can tell he's like, And it kind of sucks because it's like, you know, he just wanted to do this thing, but he's such a nice guy. He's like, yeah, I'll get a picture. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Shaking people's hands and stuff. And he's like, it's not about me. It's about all this stuff. But then they go on the bikes and it's fine after that.
I was watching Ewan McGregor on Graham Norton.
He was on there a couple of weeks ago. Probably advertising this very show.
He was advertising this show. He said, Super Kelly Brothers. Fantastic. You should listen to them on the podcast. Watch them on YouTube.
Endorsed.
Superb.
Interesting link. We actually have a link between this show and Ewan McGregor.
A link between worlds.
A link between Super Kelly Brothers and the Long Road, blah, 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 blah. My wife went to school with Ewan McGregor.
There you go. Ewan, if you're watching, which you probably are.
Probably not.
Give a shout out to Sloane's wife. I won't mention names.
No. Well, she was like 40 years above him in school. So they probably don't know each other. But yeah, they went to school at the same time.
Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it.
All right. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Nice. I was going to say something there, but I can't remember.
Yeah, Graham Norton. He was on Graham Norton.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was on Graham Norton, and he basically said that they weren't ruling out doing another one.
I think they should do the
Graham Norton said, is this your last one? And he said, not necessarily.
I think they could do around Australia.
Yeah.
I think I could imagine Ewan McGregor saying, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off in Sydney and then we're going to head up past Byron Bay and then head up to the Gold Coast and then around the Horn at the top and then we're going to head our way across there to Darwin. I don't know where anywhere is in Australia. This is probably all complete wrong geography.
Totally wrong.
And then around the back there and then Perth and then end it in Adelaide. I could see them doing that. We should make that happen.
See the second
Ewan,
one? Did
Charlie, if you're listening.
Will you fix it for us?
Now then. Because let's hear from young Ewan and Charlie. Oh, Charlie.
You've thrown me. Yeah, the second episode, second series not ending. Those guys that do the stop it. Those guys that do the.
Well, I've not seen the second season.
Shh. Oh, okay. Shh. You suffice to say you'll love the ending then, because I know you like this show. But about motorbikes and things.
Oh no, it was the first season. I have seen that. Yeah, that was the OCC.
Is that the first season?
Been there. There's another link to the show. I've been there. Yeah, it's
Newburgh. First season.
Yeah, that's Newburgh. It's just outside of New York. It's like 2 hours outside of New York.
Oh, right, okay.
It's in Newburgh. We drove down it. That's the holiday I got a speeding ticket on. With the proper state trooper, with the old smoky hat, smoky bear hat. Can I see your license and registration, sir? And I'm like, it's a big gun officer.
Intimidated?
I did. And he said, because you've been so nice, I'm going to do you a favor. I went, okay. Not kill me, I think. I'm not going to throw you in jail immediately.
What he probably meant is, because you've been so Scottish,
yes,
and you're not American.
And apologetic. I'm terribly sorry, officer. I didn't realize I was going over the limit. So he, instead of being 20 miles an hour over the limit, he made it 19 miles over the limit. He said, I know it doesn't seem like much, but that 1 mile means that you're not going to serve some jail time. I'm like, okay, thank you very much, sir.
What? What the hell? They're a bit strict over there, aren't they?
I know. First offence and everything. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Is that Scarecrow? What is it? Is that? Oh, I know what that is. That's for doing your art stuff.
You're right. No,
that's a stick for doing art stuff.
There, against the arm.
Mm-hmm. You lean on it, you put your weight on it, stuff.
That's right. I've not been using it lately because I've not been painting lately.
No,
because don't know why. Not been
Rest.
Inspired. Everyone has though. That's why it's there.
Shall we talk news?
Yes.
I think that's all I've got. Yeah, that's all I've got. Oh, Group Watch. This kind of ties in with news. So Sam's in the UK, as you know, in the middle of, or just about to head into the second Scottish lockdown. And so we thought we'd try.
Bizarrely, our daughters met each other.
I know.
Last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Didn't recognise. They were like, "Is that you? Is that you?"
It was like the Spider-Man meme.
It was like Highlander. Are you a Kelly? Are you a
yes.
Kelly?
Except less Queen running in the background.
They sort of sensed each other. You know?
Yes.
Anyway.
Exactly. Anyway.
Yeah, that.
So it's weird. Anyway, and they're both Kelly cousins as well, so they could have a show together. Super Kelly cousins.
Super Kelly cousins. Yeah.
Good. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah. So we tried this Group Watch thing. Apparently it's not available in the UK. This Group Watch.
Oh, it's not.
So our plan was to get it to work. Well, she said she couldn't see it. When she clicks on it, it says that link isn't available. This isn't the link you're looking for. That's the Lego character version of it. Yeah, apparently it doesn't work in the UK. It's only in Canada, which apparently is where it rolled out. Oh, that's the Canadian government. Tell me I'm wrong. Yes, it is. Yes. William and Harry. Oh, shock! News has just come in. William and Harry inside their broken bond. Plus, tall tales of Tiger Woods, golf's most ruthless and most complicated competitor. Fantastic. Anyway, so
that's a parallel podcast.
That's my other podcast to do.
A parallel world.
Reading out half headlines. You make up the news. So it doesn't work in the UK, this Group Watch thing, which is a bit of a bummer because that was kind of what we were going to do. We were going to do Group Watch with Mandalorian.
Me, you, and Jamesy.
Yeah.
And we still do it though.
I mean, press play.
We can probably still do it. At least two of us will be in sync.
I don't know if we will though. That's the thing. I think we'll all be out of sync. Well, you guys will be in sync. I don't know if I will be. Well, okay,
yeah. Far away,
two out of three of us will be in sync. Yeah, that's true.
Because all three of us were out of sync for the Predator.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. I mean, it might work. We'll see. Anyway, we didn't talk about the PS5 Teardown. Nice segue. But we didn't talk about that last time. We mentioned it, and we didn't. No, we talked. So after the show, you said, "Hey, we never talked about the PS5 Teardown." I went, "Oh, neither we did."
Oh, getting taken apart.
Yeah.
Was that afterwards? Was it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about it now, or is it too late? I mean, everybody else has talked about it. I was watching Modern Vintage Gamer, the Aussie guy that lives in the US.
Yeah.
He was talking about it, and he's going, "Crikey, that's a ripper, mate." He doesn't talk at all like that, but it'd be funny if he does.
I was just quite surprised that you did the video.
You mentioned Drunga taking apart that PS5. That's amazing.
Were you surprised they did it?
I was a little bit. Yeah, I was kind of taken aback. I mean,
what was the point? What was the point in doing that?
Here's what you're buying your $500. I don't know.
Was it
Mostly
I think it's because people do those videos, right? Those kind of taken apart videos, and this is how it's right. So it was to stop people doing that.
There's another Australian guy called Dave Jones, which is EEV blog, and his rule is don't turn it on, tear it apart. And he's got like a screwdriver in his hand.
I've seen a few guys take stuff apart.
Yeah.
But do you think they did it so they don't have to type thing? It's like,
I mean,
right, this is the official video of... But people will still watch people taking things apart. You used to like taking things apart.
Oh, I did. Still do.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot in it though. There's the motherboard, there's the heatsink, and the power supply.
Yeah.
And a couple of fans, and that's it. I mean, there's not a lot in there, which I think is great. By the way, I think it's the less moving parts, the better. But
of course, I'm
like, okay. I mean, it's what do you need to take it apart for? The interesting part, though, that you talked about, which I think you just mentioned, is
I was just about to mention probably
is mention it. Talk. You say now.
As the faceplates.
Yeah,
coming off.
That is how
quick and easy, and how customizable they can be. I think that's a really.
I was kind of taken away by
how thing actually.
How I don't want to say over-engineered, but maybe beautifully engineered. I think is the stand. So the stand has got these bits in it, and you got a screw. You take the screw apart.
Yeah, you can put it in there. Yeah,
and then
cool.
you take the little bit of plastic out of that, and you put that in there, and you close the stand up again and put it on. I thought that was nice. It was like
you always lose that screw.
Yeah, because you always
nice
that's guaranteed. That's going to get lost.
Nice touch.
Yeah, and that was kind of nice. It still looks bloody huge though. Like I'm assuming that was an average-sized human that was
a monolith. Huge thing.
But I mean, it was like that size. It was like a tower stack PC.
It's got to be 1.5 the size of a PS4 at least.
Yeah.
It's got to be. It's massive.
Yeah. When you can compare it to the size that, well, that's the other thing as well, is that that's got the power supply built in, doesn't it? If I remember rightly, it's got the power supply built in. I don't think the Xbox is. The Xbox tends to have an external brick.
How do you
mean?
We
bring it up?
Built in?
Built in. Inbuilt. PS5 Teardown.
I was watching some quite good things about the Xbox as well yesterday.
Nope, I'm sorry.
I actually think the digital version of the Xbox is quite tempting, price-wise.
Oh, the Xbox? Let me move the...
Aye, an interface as well. Just think I was watching a thing with the interface and things. I think it was quite nice.
I love the those tools that the guy's got. That massively sized. It clearly has come from the guy's like workshop that he's had for years and years and years. And this is like his favorite screwdriver. It's all got dunts and all that kind of stuff in there.
But this guy is a Sony, stalwart.
Yeah, he's like the VP
he's the
dude
man.
guy. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying here. So it's got the front has it's got a Type A port, Type C port, and the rear side's got USBs, LAN port.
I'm glad they've got USBs at the back this time because they don't have any
AC.
They don't have any USBs at the back on the PS4, which is quite annoying because I've got an external drive, so it's sticking out the front and it's quite ugly.
The entire rear side is the exhaust port, and that's kind of nice as well. So it's got the two fans at the top that suck in air, and then at the back it's got the bad air goes out. But yeah, the base is just really nice. Although that bit at the back, that's going to snap off. the bit of the back, that kind of like armature that it's not an armature, it's just an arm. That kind of like sticky out bit of the bit that he's holding just now in this video.
Oh, yeah.
That for sure is gonna.
I've never put a console upright before.
You might have to with this one.
No, it's too.
Sit behind the TV.
It feels more. No, it's going to be like that way.
Oh,
it
really?
Feels too. Yeah, it feels too more like a kind of PC if you put it upright. I think it's too tall under your telly.
Well, depend. Well, okay. I mean, all my stuff's in a cabinet anyway, so.
I like that though. That's a great. It just clips off.
I would be tempted to get this to get rid of the DVD player that we've got, like as a replacement for the DVD player. I know but that's the excuse. Is to do that.
That's a good excuse though. That's a good excuse.
Because it's like, oh well, we've got a wrong one. We've got let me just stop sharing because my machine's going just now. At some point that DVD is going to be obsolete because they're not doing updates for it or whatever, and so this would be a good excuse to get a Blu-ray player.
If you want to get a high-spec Blu-ray player, PS5, plus it plays games,
Exactly, yeah. But
Happy Christmas, you know what
I mean? But again, that's the thing though is
can't get one though. I've tried.
I know, but the other thing is, do you go with that or do you go with the Xbox? Because I don't know.
I'm tempted with both. I'm tempted for the disc version of the PS5, and the digital version of the PS4. The Xbox. I think that sounds quite attractive. The digital version of that, and obviously they've got their own exclusives and things. And
well, they bought Bethesda as well.
Yeah, I know.
Which is quite compelling.
I think the digital version's very attractive.
Yeah.
It's only $2.99, I think.
Like the whole, it comes down to games for me, and if there's like, I think a lot of people will be like, well, whatever game GTA 6 comes out on, whatever console GTA 6 comes out on, I'll get that one. Because people want to play that game first before anyone else.
Will that be exclusive on one over the other?
I would have thought so, yeah.
What?
For 6 months, doing the usual 6 months one, I would have thought GTA 6 would be there. Not that I know that they're working on GTA 6, but I mean, it's been. When did GTA 5 come out? 6 years ago? They must be working on it now.
Oh God, aye. Well, we know what they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. But it'd be interesting to see what Nintendo comes out with next. My guess is something completely different to what these guys are doing.
I think they'll just bring out a souped up version of
what they have just now.
Switch. Yeah.
Yeah.
It won't be something completely different.
I really hope they stick with I really hope they stick with the handheld dock.
Oh, they will. They're covering both bases with it,
Yeah, I mean that's the reason why they got rid of the 3DS recently as well.
Yeah,
is because
they're smashing it.
That's their mobile play now. Is this? Yeah, it's just a weird thing just to come out and go like, "Hey, here's the teardown video," and it's from Sony. Like it wasn't like it was iFixit or anything. It was just straight from Sony.
From them, I know.
Yeah. Like I can't imagine Microsoft.
I was like, why have they done that?
I don't know.
Why?
The other one as well is for future storage expansion, M2 interface with PCI 4 support is installed. So the M2 interface is let me just show you what an M2 interface is. I happen to have one here.
That does not surprise me.
So an M2 interface for all y'all who are wondering is this, and it's on motherboards now. I can't get this out. Why can't I get this out? And
I'm good.
It is. Talk amongst yourselves. It's this. That's the M2 interface there. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that?
Looks like a stick with poo at the end.
Yeah, it's so that bit there's just the edge connector and it slots into the motherboard. But this thing here is actually three SSD chips. So solid state drive chips. It's a 512 gig hard drive, this thing, which is
you just happen to have a spare one hanging around.
Not much bigger than the pen I've got here. So it's
wait a minute, for people as stupid as me, is that just a extra RAM or what is it?
No, it's a hard drive.
That's a hard drive.
Yeah.
All
but
right.
the M2 interface, you can put anything into it. It doesn't need to be a hard drive. It can be anything. It's just a standard interface. But they've built that into the console. So if you want to upgrade your storage, you just plug in an SSD card.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it's standard off-the-shelf components, so it's not like it's some proprietary Sony-only device.
Is this Sony?
Yeah. This is the PlayStation. PS5.
So you're saying that you can upgrade the memory?
Yeah.
Without an external
you can upgrade the storage, not the memory, just the storage. So it's just this bit here.
That's what I'm saying, storage.
Yeah, this bit here. For future storage expansion, the M2 interface with PCI 4 is installed. So I wonder if he's going to show you that. Yeah, there you go.
All right, it looks easy.
So all you have to do is just basically open up that flap in there and then slap in an SD card and then you're done.
That's
or the
nice.
SSD.
That is nice.
And then you've upgraded your storage.
Right.
That's kind of nice.
Because you're going to need to do that, really.
Yeah.
Although if you buy the disc version, you still will, because you'll still get.
Yeah, you still want to. I think you'll still want to have things installed in your hard drive.
I have.
I
mean, PS4, I've done that. You know.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I think it's probably still a winner.
That's nice.
As far as that's concerned. So.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
I like it. Maybe it's a show-offy thing then. They've done it that way because they're thinking it's easy to upgrade and you can.
I just hope it's easy to code.
Yeah, well,
that's another downside.
I don't worry about these things.
No, that's true. Yeah, it's for someone else to worry about. Slightly weird news. The Animaniacs are back.
Aye,
with Pinky and the Brain. After like a 27-year absence or something from our screens, they're back on Hulu of all places, which is pretty much owned by Disney these days.
Mm-hmm.
But Wacko, Yakko, and Dot are the Warner brothers and sister. So I don't know what the hell's going on here. But anyway, so they're back. Yay! They're coming back at some point. So it'll be good to see them and Pinky and the Brain because they were hilarious. I really liked
Pinky and the Brain a separate cartoon, though.
It was part of the Animaniac Hour because there was the Good Feathers, there was Sarcastic Squirrel, there was the big dog thing, Marmaduke or whatever it was. It wasn't Marmaduke, but it was the dog that would always get beaten up. That was good. And Pinky and the Brain.
How do we know these things? Is it because we've got kids?
What?
Or was that our...
What, Animaniacs?
Yeah.
It's 27 years ago, Jody. We were 20.
So we're just aware of these things.
We were just aware of them because we were 20 and we were, bored in the summer holidays or whatever, and we would just sit and watch cartoons.
That, but I remember.
I loved them. I thought they were hilarious. I thought they were great. Anyway, they're back anyhow. Just thought it'd be nice to know about these things. Disney's announced a reorg. There's very complicated reasons as to why they're doing it, but the main reason, though, is all for this DTC market, which they keep talking about. And I was like, what the hell's DTC? And then I read further up the press release, and I'm like, oh, right, okay. Direct-to-consumer market. So their content division is now going to be separate from their distribution division. And what that means is that the content division is now free to make content, because that's all it's going to be, is just content for anything. And that could be movies, it could be streaming, it could be anything. And so they've stripped off the distribution part from the content creation, which is super interesting, because it means that they could be doing exactly what they're doing just now, which is they're releasing major motion pictures like Soul to streaming services. I'm not entirely sure that actors and actresses will see that this is a good thing, because they'll be like, where's my Oscar? But yeah, it could be that you just get the movie and it's on the streaming service. Mm-hmm. Or maybe the Oscars will change. Maybe the Oscars you don't have to be in a movie anymore. Maybe they'll expand it to streaming services. Who knows?
God, you wonder just where this is going, don't you? That's nonsense.
I when I first heard the news, I'm like, because they talked about this is in response to the streaming service taking off. I'm like, the reason why your streaming service is taking off is because everybody's indoors and they can't go to the cinema. This might not actually be the reason why everybody's excited about your streaming service. This could just be a symptom of why everybody's interested about your streaming service.
Yeah.
Rather than it being the main driving force. So
yeah. It's the only way to get entertainment, really. So bound to be.
And we're kind of starved of entertainment just now as well, because
yeah. I mean,
making it.
And you kind of wonder where it's going to go, because cinemas are open here.
For now,
I've not been to one, but
Cineworld's closing though, isn't it?
Look, I think there's a few closing. The Odeon I think they're only open at the weekends. Man, I listen to the news and stuff like that, and you hear these experts talking, and one point of view says this, and another set of experts say that, and you're like, what the hell, man? You're putting people out of business, This is not good.
It is not. No, it is not.
Why are, and okay, people are dying, or not. Well, people are dying at the beginning, but not that many people are dying now. Or are they?
The cases.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
Well, this is the thing, and this is part of the problem, is the fact that you get misinformation on all of it. Look, both sides. I'm like, every side is coming up with. On one side, it's like, masks are good and you should always wear them. And then the other side's masks are bad. You should only wear them when you're doing this, X, Y, and Z. Then there's the other one where it's like, cases are going up, deaths are stagnant, but we had a spike in deaths 2 days ago.
Makes sense.
And I'm like, the problem is we're not getting straight information on this. Nobody's coming out with like a clear thing, and the government says one thing, media says another, and you don't know who to believe.
Doesn't make sense. It's quite annoying now. I'm getting a wee bit.
We are stuck in the middle.
Frustrated about it, and I hate the fact that you hear about businesses going to,
closing,
and
but it's like,
cinemas and things, and
it's not just businesses. I mean,
you can't play music in pubs and what?
Mm-hmm. Live music's gone.
Crazy.
But think of it. I mean,
we need all these things.
I mean, people. there was one woman being interviewed, and she'd worked at Cineworld for like 10 years or something. She's going, "This place is like my life. It's like all my friends are here." She said, "I love coming into work," and you're taking all of that away from people.
You're taking away from people distractions from death. The fact we're all going to die.
No, yeah.
That's you need these distractions for that.
It's true. So, Star Wars is coming to Scotland, huh?
Yeah.
Briefly, so briefly. Cough and you'll miss. They're coming in December, apparently.
Yeah, I think what they're doing is the kind of secondary film shots.
Yeah, the B-rolls.
Of land. But they're doing snowy. Well, I read this story today in the Sunday Mail in Scotland, our paper that we get, and
what is the Sunday? Is the Mail on Sunday, or is it the Sunday Mail?
Sunday Mail, the Daily Record.
Right. Okay. Yeah, is that paper?
Sunday paper, and they basically said I was blown away actually because
I was blown away. I was blown away the fact that you actually buy papers.
Well, we're doing a Sunday, eh? Every Sunday we buy a paper and we read the papers on a Sunday.
Did you do the crossword as well?
And yes, yep.
Read
Puzzles are a big thing. Puzzles are a big thing in this house.
Did you read Hagar as well?
Did I take it up the what?
Did you read? Do you read the funnies? Hagar the Horrible.
Sloan, this is not 2007. No.
Oh,
you don't get them now.
You don't get the funnies?
No.
What?
Anyway.
What's the Sudoku page and the crossword page attached to that?
Oh, that's all there. That's all there.
Yeah, but is there no funnies there? That was where the funnies were.
There's nothing funny anymore in 2020.
That's true. Somebody sent me a meme. Somebody sent me a meme. And it was if 2020 was a sound, and it was a picture of Janice from Friends.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? I quite like the fact that we're both got the same colour T-shirts on tonight.
Yeah,
we should do that every single day.
Get red ones next time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Red shirts.
Let's
maybe not red
let's
shirts. It's 2020 after all.
Quite Beatlesy. Quite like that.
Beatlesy.
With a suit and a tie.
Yeah. But still with life pants on.
A T-shirt. You know, the suit and tie T-shirts.
Do you remember the guy that was the expert on Korea? Remember when Korea was all going to kick off and we were all really worried because it was going to be like the worst year ever, and then 2020 happened.
Yeah.
And they got the Korean expert guy, and he's like, "Oh, you know, I don't think it'll be that bad." And then his kids started running in, and the mum ran in after them. And he got up. And he was wearing, so he couldn't get up. The reason why he couldn't get up is because he wasn't wearing any pants. He just had the suit and the jacket on, and he was just sitting in his underpants.
No,
it's true. It's true. I'm wearing Minion. Oh, no, I'm not wearing Batman.
Batman what?
Batman pants.
Just the blue pants.
See, Batman pants.
Oh god, for a minute there I thought you meant just the blue, underwear pants.
No, I've got them underneath that.
Please don't stand up.
So anyways, they're coming to Scotland in the Sunday Mail. The Sunday Mail says so, it must be true. There's a double page.
Okay. So, what? Well, no, it wasn't. It's just because I took 2 photographs and sent you them.
Do you want to send me these 2 photographs? I'll post them up on Facebook just to show you. But it is the smallest. I mean, I can't read. I can't see. Anyway, sorry.
Let's get to the point here. Yeah. Let's get to the point.
Putting in the lead so
basically. To me, it was a big scoop because number one, I didn't know that there was going to be a Taika Waititi.
There's one page there.
Yeah, movie being made, but I didn't realize it was being made. Right, so either they're assuming that's happening, or it is happening. Number 2, they've started filming B-rolls of.
I love how the picture of
the
Scotland looks
Scottish.
like a Christmas card cover.
Yeah, it does.
It hasn't looked like that in years.
The Scottish Highlands. And number 3, it's a trilogy.
That's not according to what they said.
They did in that.
No.
If you read that article.
Okay, I'd like to counter it. According to the StarWars.com, I think you'll find there's a tweet from May the 4th, in fact.
Oh,
so this is clearly from Star. No, it was actually from Star Wars. In fact, I think I might even have the tweet. Yes, it is from StarWars.com/news/Taika-Waititi-announce. So this is from May the 4th, 2020. Academy Award winner Taika Waititi to direct and co-write new Star Wars feature film for theatrical release.
However,
Oscar nominee Kristen Wilson Cairns wrote 1917, which apparently is a great movie.
Wrote it? 20 what? 2019?
Sorry, 1917. Good God. Anyway, 1917. She wrote that.
Great movie.
It's a great movie. It looks fantastic, but apparently it's beautifully written. I should definitely see it because it feels like Gallipoli 2 to me. But anyway,
it is actually.
Oh, that's right. Anyway, so she's going to co-write the screenplay with Waititi. At no point does it mention trilogy, and that's from Star Wars.
What do they know?
They make the. What does the Sunday Mail know?
That story.
I slept with a footballing alien.
They are either making stuff up or
they are.
You know.
They don't know. They don't know Jack. The picture they've got there is actually of Finland as well. It's not even Scotland.
Norway.
It's a picture of Norway. It's fjords in the background. There's no fjords in Scotland.
But anyway,
they're making one movie.
It's exciting. It's bloody exciting.
It's very exciting. They're up there with choppers.
Get to the chopper.
A bit like that. Right. I can't do it anymore. Anyway.
Pretty impressive.
Thanks. That's my chopper sound. Shut up, Alexa. That's my chopper sound.
Anyway, when I read that, I was like...
But you're not going to see it. There'll be choppers, and they'll be flying high over the Cairngorms, I'm assuming.
Anyway, with COVID-13...
19.
Whatever.
It's going to be COVID-20.
It's not going to come out till 2023.
Yes, which is correct. Which is actually when they said it was going to come out. In fact, no, they haven't said that. They said release dates for both Waititi's and Headland's projects have not yet been announced. So there you go. So Leslie Headland, the woman that created Russian Doll, she's going to do a new TV series.
Anyway, we should bum this up far more than you are, and say that this is an exclusive Taika Waititi.
He's not even going to be there.
Yes.
And there could possibly be a trilogy at some point. I'm not saying who's going to direct it or who's going to be the showrunner for it, but I heard it was Rian Johnson.
No, it's not. That's gone, by the way.
No, it hasn't. It's still there.
That's gone.
It's still on Wikipedia.
Well, it might be, but guaranteed he is never making a Star Wars movie again.
Is this according to the Sunday Mail?
No, but I would say 95% guarantee that.
Are you writing page 6 articles for the Sunday Mail again?
Page 5.
Page 5. Isn't it entertainment towards the teens now? It's like page 15, 16, something like that.
The tweens?
The tweens, yeah. Page 9. Exclusively page 9.
No.
I'm excited about Taika Waititi, and also I didn't realize that the woman that wrote 1917, Kristen Wilson Cairns, I didn't realize that she was involved with it. Clearly, this is not new news because it came out in May 4th, but it is news that they are shooting secondary photography in Scotland, of all places.
Yeah,
which is interesting. And the funny thing, actually, that was the funny thing as well. So I'm watching.
Or is it snowy?
Who knows? In December, who knows? I was watching A Long Way Down. So they go to Tunisia. So Ewan McGregor's like, I've got to go home. So they go to the bit where they filmed the Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen part of it, and they've turned that, because apparently that's how they live, is they live underground in that area of the world, because it's like 50 degrees in the summer. It's like massively hot.
It's a hotel, that though.
Yeah.
Hotel.
But they have a sign there that says "To the Star Wars Bar," and I started laughing. And anyways, like, what are you laughing for? And I goes, "That's what we used to call the Hamilton Arms in Girvan." It's thought it was hilarious if it was called the Star Wars Bar. Anyway, I was excited for you because I know that you'll be excited to see the Chappas going across.
I won't see anything.
You're not going to see a damn thing. I mean, you're so far away from the Cairngorms, it's no funny.
Huh?
When are you going to get to the Cairngorms? Have you ever been to the Cairngorms?
Not sure.
Oh, did you go to Aviemore one year? You went to Aviemore.
I've been round about there.
I'm sure you've been to Aviemore. I haven't.
Aviemore, but I've stayed up north. I've been up north.
I've been to Aberdeen, but that's like coastal road.
I've driven past Aviemore too. I've stayed up that way.
We were talking about that actually. When we come across next year, is take a couple of days and go up north, because I've never been up north, like beyond
up north.
Up north, I've not been up north.
I'll come with you.
Come with?
Aye.
Sounds good.
Do you know what we should do? We should get 2 Winnebagos. That'd be fun.
Do you know what we should do?
We're talking about doing this anyway.
We should get 2 live wire Harley Davidson bikes. You and me.
Oh man, that'd be funny. And follow the Winnebagos.
Just put a Winnebago amount of stuff on the back of the bike.
More like two electric bikes.
Yeah. Yeah, scooters, rascals.
2 Harleys.
Yeah, 2 live wires.
A bike before my life.
Either have I. Be fun. Cuts to just outside the rest and be thankful. You're taking a picture, taking a video of me on the phone going, so lights are on fire.
I know. We look the part though. So maybe we should. Yeah.
I mean, I've shaved today because I knew we were doing this, and I thought, oh, I need to look nice. You look nice for the people.
I shaved this morning too.
What, that one? Nose.
No, we should. I've never ridden a motorbike.
Let's just get a car.
Oh, okay,
it's simpler. I would like to do it though. I want to do it.
Winnebago and bikes.
Winnebago and bikes in the back, like push bikes, mountain bikes.
Aye. Why don't we do that then?
We should do that. I don't see the reason why I don't like the idea of the Winnebago is Wicker Man.
It's fine. We'll be 2 families. Well, the same family, but you know what I mean. 2 Winnebagos, same family.
2. Heading up north.
Up north. Oh, that's Scottish sense.
Yeah. Well, like, Camera.
What could possibly go wrong?
Akabatan. That's all I know in Gaelic. Which is basically, I've just asked myself, how am I? And I've said I'm fine. I think. I've no idea. It could be. I had relations with your wife last night. Yes, I know. I don't know.
Oh God, don't say that when you're up north.
Well, please don't kill me.
Mm.
I have a heart condition. If you punch me, it's murder.
We end up in a pub called the Slaughtered Lamb. Don't cross moors. Don't worry, we won't.
Stick to the path.
Stick to the path. That's us.
That's us, aye. I don't think we don't have any other news. I think we should end it there. Well, anyway, if you've got this far, hit the old like button and share as well, because that really does help the channel out. As we mentioned at the start of the show, if you are still here and you haven't already, hit the old subscribe button and get timely reminders. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, because apparently bad things happen if you don't do that. Sorry, there's people moving upstairs. Moving about upstairs. Anyway, thank you very much, Jody. Do you get any final words? In the slaughtered lamb.
Apart from thanks for listening, and don't get caught in the slaughtered lamb.
It's not a euphemism.
Or is it?
Thank you all for watching. Well, I'm going to try and find the outro button.